Okay, here we are with the finished log cabin house. This house is absolutely adorable and I am obsessed with it. It took 28 days to make, and I would say another month or so just finalizing the little details that make this house so precious. So let's take a look at what made the house. Um, so if you saw my previous videos, basically it was a Kid Craft Savannah cottage house that I got at a yard sale for $25. So I was happy to score it. I wanted to completely change it to make a calico critter house for my son because he loves his little woodland creatures. And I thought maybe making a log cabin would really make it come to life. So the outside is scrapbook paper, as you can see. One of the things that's worth mentioning is that this house had giant windows and doors, and they didn't look right with the scale of the calico critters. So what I ended up doing was filling the window, which came to about here, with foam board, and then installing 1/12 scale windows, just to make it look more appropriate for the calico critters. I did the same thing with the doorways up here. They were huge doorways that came to all the way up here. Just didn't look right. So I filled it in and got these adorable sliding barn doors from Hobby Lobby. And they open and close. Out here on the patio, I made all of the terracotta pots, and I filled them with little rocks and planted some faux flowers, a little fire pit out there, and a rocking chair for the critters to enjoy their patio life. Come around this way. Figure we'll start from the bottom. Down here we have the dining room where the critters are enjoying some cake. Dads are just talking. In the back I have a cabinet that I refinished it. I pulled out the ugly metal panels that were in there and put some scrapbook paper in the back, and now it's adorbs. Over here we have the Dollar Tree dollhouse furniture that I painted in desert cactus from Americana Paints. And I made all of the flowers by using beads and then just snipping little snips of things that I found from some of the faux plants that I already had. Welcome to our home. That sign was cut right from scrapbooking paper. The roof, if we can get down here. There we go. The ceiling is scrapbook paper. The kitchen. So the kitchen is something I'm super proud of because I made everything, well, most of the stuff I made, but the kitchen is super homemade. That refrigerator back there is just wood, a wood block that I made to look like a refrigerator. The actual kitchen unit is something I made. Piecing together some unfinished cabinets. I used contact paper up on the top. The miniatures here came from Hobby Lobby. I made the center island. I used, these are old like picture stands that I had from my wedding as stools. I stained the island with antique wax by Waverly. And this is just an unfinished wood cabinet that I got at Hobby Lobby that I painted in desert cactus, and I painted the knobs like a dark brown. So let's come up to the boys' room. This is one of my favorite rooms. Well, they're all my favorite rooms, to be honest, but here's the boys' room. I made the beds, and I talked about how I made them in a previous video with a wood round that I had from an old ornament. I made all the bedding. I definitely love the bedding, but I've come up since this with an even better way of doing it. Over here on his desk, you have his little homework assignment and his dictionary. All the furniture came from Dollar Tree that I just stained in summer oak. And he's got his little bat and ball up there. That was an old Christmas ornament. The scrapbook paper all came from scrapbook.com. And just try to pick some coordinating papers that felt lodgy to me. Over here, he's got a little shelf above his window with some little toys. A little puppy and a ball. All the lights are mini tap lights that came from Amazon, so they just tap on and off. And they use 3 AAA batteries, and it looks super sweet when all lit up. The curtain over here I made with just a dowel and some beads. This little vanity here, there was a woman down the road who was selling some old vintage dollhouse pieces, and I just loved it. I think I paid like $2 for it, but it's so sweet and so cute, and I just love it. I think it really makes the little girl's room. Over in the back, that little bookcase there came from Hobby Lobby. And that little dollhouse that my chipmunk and hedgehog friends are playing with came from the Make It section over in Michael's. I think having a dollhouse in a dollhouse is epic. This sign over here, in this house, we keep it real, we love, we make mistakes, we say I'm sorry. This is so cute because it just looks like something you'd find in a real home. And I just cut it from the scrapbook paper. Cartabella was the brand on this. And I just mounted it on a little foam tape so it has the illusion of being actually hung on the wall. If you come up to the living room here, I painted the back wall. Although I shouldn't say I, because it was my husband who painted this, and he was such a help in creating this house. But I painted that in Royal Pine by Valspar. There's just some leftover paint I had from my bedroom. The fireplace back there is a picture frame that I sawed in half. And I just put some stone paper back there, make it look like a hearth. Here we have, again, a little coffee table that I made with a wood round and some beads. And that little tea set I got on Amazon. It was cute. It came with like, I don't know, a lot of pieces. So I kind of pieced it out to some other projects I'm currently working on. Over in the back, the home came from little Scrabble tiles that I got at Hobby Lobby. And over there we have a ladder made from dowels. And this is my favorite. So up here we have a picture window. I just backed it with a woods picture to make it look real. Up here I have a curtain rod, but I didn't hang curtains because I don't know, I don't want to take away from like the gorgeous green of that wall. So I'm thinking of either taking it out completely or hanging pictures on either side of it or something. Maybe adding curtains, I don't know. We'll see. Over here on the patio, we've got a really adorable little patio set. And this is another of those little vintage dollhouse pieces that I got from the lady down the street who was selling them. I got this tree after Christmas on clearance, and it's so cute. I got it at Christmas tree shops. This patio is my absolute favorite. I painted some terracotta pots. I put some little faux plants in there. Added a fire pit that came from May Street? I don't know. The miniature section at Hobby Lobby. That fire pit is so adorable. But the plants are what does it for me. I would totally want to sit out on this patio and just, I don't know, look at my plants. I might be making that up because every plant I have I kill. Here is a rocking chair, another piece that I got from that little miniature sale. I think I must have got like 20 pieces for $20. So it's pretty cool because I don't know how old this is, but I love having a little vintage touch to the dollhouse. The patio itself is scrapbook paper, tree rounds. I just love it. I think it's perfect for this house. And another sliding barn door. Up here, we have the parents' bedroom. And I used, so for the flooring for all of this is scrapbook paper. This is burlap scrapbook paper. This is just wood paper, burlap here and here to look like carpet. Down here I used a chevron, and over there I used a tile. Again, these are just all papers I either had in my stash or I thought would look really cute with this house. Back to the parents' bedroom. My friend Susie, she's amazing and she crochets. So she crocheted a lot of the things that you see here, like the little area rugs. And up here, I just used an old scarf that I had to make the bedding. It didn't come out perfect, but I think it's super sweet. That little end table I took out of my haunted house that I made. This is an actual replica of a real painting slash sign that I have in my house. It says, of all the paths you take in life, make sure a few lead to the mountains. I happen to live in the mountains, and this is my favorite sign that I have in my house. So to make it really personal for my son, Ruben, I wanted to make a replica of an actual sign we had in our house. Parents' bedroom, I kind of just distressed the furniture. This is still, it's Dollar Tree, just to make it look old and cabin-y. I think I did a good job. This wall is so adorable. It's Echo Park Warm and Cozy is the brand on that. And the door leads to the bathroom. Wash your hands, and the sink. This vanity came from Michael's. The toilets I got on Amazon, and the little miniatures. I don't even know where they came from. I found some things in my son's toy box. Close this up. The bathtub came from an old Calico Critters set. I made the little, whatever this is, tray. This was interesting. I made 5 of these bath rugs. They're so plush and they feel so great. They feel like a real rug. I cut them from a Dollar Tree mop top. So, one of my favorite things to do with these houses is using everyday things to create something fabulous. That little vanity, or the sink vanity back there, I made that by putting contact paper on the top that looks like marble. And this paper here came from Cartabella as well. The baby's room over here is one of my favorite rooms. It's just kind of like, this happened by accident. When I was building the house, I put this wall up because I was going to make, I don't know what the original intention was, but once I put the roof back on, I realized that I only had a tiny little nook and not a bigger room. So I thought it would be perfect little baby's room. Here's the crib. I made that little squirrel sign for the room. I like this room a lot. I think it's adorable. And that's it. That's the entire critter cabin. I'm super excited, as you can probably see in the back of the frame, to start another house. I've got 2 on deck over here. They're both in pretty bad shape. Got them at yard sales. I got this one for $10. Pretty sure this one was free. They are both, as you can see, in horrible condition, but I'm pretty sure I can make them amazing. And that's it. Stay tuned for more DIY dollhouse flips. Bye.